I am Sophia Casey, international award-winning speaker, corporate trainer, and dynamic executive coach. I am all that and then some. And I say my and then some is God's favor on my life. It is my mojo. It is my magic fairy pixie dust. I can't explain it. Don't even know why I deserve it. But I'm so grateful that I have it. I'm so grateful that I have it. We have been talking about foundational type of work, right? Foundational work. So I have a lot of times people ask me, Sophia, how is it that you do this? How are you like, you win, you win, you win? Let me be clear. I am not always winning. So many times I'm in breakdown. I mean, broke down, break down, ugly cry, got some issues, right? I'm a work in progress, just like anybody else. At the same time, yes, I am a winner. I do like to win. And here's the thing I always say, it's not so much from a competitive standpoint, which I don't have a problem with competition, I'll work it out, but it's more like a competition with myself. I'm like, okay, if I did this today, man, tomorrow I'm gonna rock it out. I'm gonna do this. And then next week I'm gonna do this. So I love like that internal competition, okay? Love it. So one of the ways that I win, and I support my clients in winning. If y'all think I win, I don't have anything on my clients. My clients are rocking it out. One of my clients just got her first corporate contract, whoop, whoop, and they are paying for her travel, all expenses paid. So excited, and it's in her industry, in the hospitality industry, and she is so excited, and I am so proud of her. So not divulging my client's confidences, I won't give her name, but let's just say I'm gonna call her Queen. Okay, I'm gonna call her Queen. So Queen did a great job in rocking it out and got her first corporate client, and I love supporting my clients in winning. I love it, I love it, I love it. And here's the thing. So people say, well, how do you do that? How do you do that? How is it that your clients are always winning? And how you work with them for a short amount of time and all of a sudden it's like, bam, you know, they have actually won something and actually fulfilled on something that they declared. I am going to start sharing with you more and more some of my tools, some of my techniques, some of our strategies we use, and a lot of transformational coaching type of work that I do, okay? So one way that we win and rock it out is I use a model that I coined, I termed inspiration, action, and momentum. I call it my I am. I am, and how powerful the words I am are. Because everything, I love the quote that says, everything that you say after the words I am have incredible power. Incredible power. How do we create a foundation of support so that we can actually go have the lives that we desire? How do we do that? A lot of times what we do is we end up purchasing programs or, you know, going back to school or doing this and doing that when we or starting businesses when we actually haven't worked on the foundation laying, okay? We haven't laid those planks to create a strong foundation. So last week, we rocked it out. Can you tell I like to say that? I just like saying, we rocked it out. Okay, we like rocked it out. Sure, I'm not doing that right. We like rocked it out, okay? So this week, in terms of like laying that foundation, this week we are talking about you, on you. Let me look here, on you. My model of I am. But I say, I do a little spin on I am, and I say that I am stands for inspiration, action, momentum. Inspiration, action, and momentum. And you guys, I tell you, it sounds so simple because it is. Because it is. In order to win, I believe in order to win in life, to win in your business game, to win on your 9 to 5, okay, to win in your love life, okay, to win in the world, to actually make a positive impact in our world, it doesn't require rocket science. Thank God for the rocket scientists, but it doesn't require rocket science. Inspiration, action, and momentum. We focus on inspiration in a way that like, oh, let me listen to Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols. I'm naming all my favorites. Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols. Let me go read a Maya Angelou quote. Oh my gosh, I definitely am going to read that Marianne Williamson quote. And that's what I read this morning. I love that quote that talks about how we are powerful beyond measure, but we hide. Yes. So all of those things are great. Some people say Coach Casey's inspiring. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay. So all of that's great. And those of us who are motivational and inspirational speakers, we love that you guys get so much value out of seeing us on a platform and having us speak and pour into you. Absolutely. It is a blessing to my life to be able to do this work. However, or maybe I should say, and it's not enough. It's not enough, because a lot of times what happens is that rather than it being so much inspiration, it turns out to be more motivation. And the way I distinguish the two is that motivation is more like temporary. It's like, rah, 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 rah. Yes, oh my God, I feel so great. Yes, I'm going to declare this goal and I'm going to go fulfill up on this goal. I'm so excited. We need motivation. Absolutely, we need motivation. But I say that inspiration is deeper. Inspiration is deeper. And I love that one of my wonderful family members this morning, she said she relates to it as like motivation is of the head. Like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking differently about this project or thinking differently about this goal. Whereas inspiration is more of the heart. Like, you know when you watch, sometimes you watch these videos on social media and you see a person who was like really struggling through life, and then they turn their lives around and then they're actually winning at life, right? Those things inspire us, right? But those things can sometimes be temporary. And then what happens? So we get all inspired. We're like, yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. And listen to Coach Casey. I'm ready to go out there and kick some, you know what. And then we get home, and then we get settled, and then we do the dishes, and then we make sure dinner's on the table. Then we get up and we go to work, and we got issues with the manager. Or then we roll over in the bed and it's like, you're still here, right? I'm sure I'm not. Is it just me? Is it just me that gets motivated and then the motivation wears off? I know I'm not by myself. Don't make me think that I am. Motivation is wonderful, and it's great to be inspired. But I want to encourage you to focus on inspiration. And like I said, for me, inspiration is deeper. Inspiration is going to have me say, I really don't feel like working on that goal. I don't care what Coach Casey said. I'm not doing it today. And then today turns into tomorrow. No, I'm not doing it tomorrow either. But when I'm inspired, what inspiration does is it calls me forth. It pulls me forth. And so I want you to start thinking about what are some of the things that inspire you. So when I'm like right there with you, like, Wendy, I'm gonna need you to keep going. Okay, I'm gonna need you to keep going and working on that project to bring all that leadership development to Dubai. I'm gonna need you to keep working on that. Or Kiara, I need you to rock it out in terms of your work you're doing with the Ambition Studio. I need you to not stop. Santa, your goal and your dreams of traveling the world, I need you to keep working on that. Because what happens is when we're stepping outside of our comfort zone and we're working on projects, and I call them life projects because, okay, it impacts my life. When I'm working on life projects, I get tired. I don't want to do that. And for me, somebody like me, I know that a lot of you guys can relate to me because I know a lot of you, okay? For people like me who are visionaries, like, whoa, fire starters, right? I can create some stuff. I can create some shizzle, okay? Michael Patrick Miller will tell you. I can create some stuff easily. I've been blessed that way, a visionary. But when it comes to the nitty gritty details, administrivia, I'm like, oh God, Lord Jesus, no, right? What's going to inspire me to still take care of those parts of my business? Well, for me, I'll share mine, and I want you guys to share yours. For me, what inspires me is seeing Josh's face, to seeing joy on his face when he's just playing with me, hanging out, trying to beat me in Uno. It won't happen. Okay? The joy I see on his face when he comes home from school and he has his mother right here waiting for him because she works for herself and she can be anywhere she wants to be. That inspires me. When I saw my husband learn to walk again and say, of course I'm going to walk again. What? Of course. That inspires me. So what is it that is going to call you forth when you're like, I don't want to work on this goal anymore? Y'all, I'm tired. Or, well, you know, I always use Aunt Mabel. Don't know who Aunt Mabel is, but it just always rolls off my tongue. So even like when Aunt Mabel says, girl, please, you are tripping. Why are you trying to do that? No, you're getting too big for your britches. Just, just slow your roll. Right? Or someone that you love and care about so much tries to pull you down when you talk about your goals and your dreams. Or when you yourself start to self-sabotage and tell yourself, what the heck was I thinking? What was I thinking that I could go and do that? What was I thinking that I could actually go land that corporate contract? I look crazy. I'm sure I look like a fool. What was I thinking when I said I was actually going to, create myself as an international speaker? Who was I fooling? So even when you try and self-sabotage, what's going to inspire you to turn that conversation around? Turn it around, more like that way. Turn that conversation around and say, I'm not going to listen to that. What is your why is the easiest way of saying that. I call it my what for. Some people say their why. Some people just say it's inspiration. What is it that's going to call you forth to keep going, to care about yourself so much that nothing is going to deter you? Nothing is going to take your eyes off the prize. What is it for you? Part of it could be starting with an I am statement. Go ahead, do your I am statements. So yesterday I said, I am royal. Y'all do see that crown, right? Right there. I am royal. Today my I am statement is, I am radiant. I walk in a room and I light it up. I am radiant. And I can receive and accept that as a gift about myself now. What's your I am statement? I want you to share them here. You can start with your I am statement, and I am statement can be inspirational, as I talked about this morning. But I want you to go a little further. What are some other things, people, situations that are actually going to help call you forth? Because guys, you will get tired of working on that project. Hello, that's why the gyms are completely full the first week of the year. Completely full. Couldn't even get in my Zumba class. Can't even get in the Zumba class because so many people there Zumbaing. Did I just make up that word? Yes, I did. Okay. But then ask me if I can get in the class now. Not a problem. Not a problem. It starts to thin out because that motivation that people have, that you have, that I have at the beginning of the year, around about third week of January. And my thing is, I always tell you guys, don't beat yourself up for what you didn't do. Okay, won't have time for that. Get complete about it. Okay, and I can help you with how to do that. Get complete about however it went, and let's focus on moving forward. And one of the things that's going to help you, besides you creating your I am statement, is also being clear about what is going to inspire you. Okay, so imagine you're creating an inspiration toolbox. What would go in that toolbox? So my thing are quotes. I love Maya Angelou. I talk about Maya Angelou so much. But quotes from Maya Angelou, quotes from Oprah, watching videos. I love watching Tony Robbins. Also, Jen Sincero. Love her, mean it. Okay, Daniel LaPorte. I have all sorts of people, right? My colleagues, okay? My colleagues inspire me. So if you were creating your own inspiration toolbox, what would you put in it? Who would you put in it? I have my audiobooks. I have my paper books. I have my client testimonials. Like, these are the things I look at. I'm like, so when I'm stuck, like, do I even know what I'm doing? I don't even know, because I'm stretching myself outside my comfort zone. I'm about to go for that big kahuna company. I'm going after that big company to land this contract. Do I know what I'm doing? I can read a client testimonial where I help someone change their entire lives. That's who you are, Sophia. Okay. Because sometimes I forget too, just like you do. So that is my challenge for you today, is to create your inspiration toolbox. What's going to go in your inspiration toolbox? Okay? It's an easy homework assignment. It will get tougher as the week goes on. Guys, continue to be inspired. Continue to go beyond motivation. Motivation's great, but it's temporary. What's going to be inspiring for you? What's going to inspire you to keep going? And that's what I want you to hold on to. That's what I want you to focus on. Because times will get tough, right? We are supernatural beings living a human experience. Life can be a shizzle, okay? But we are more than conquerors, and we can make it. We can be extraordinary and have those lives that we want, and those hot, sizzling romances, and traveling the world, and inspiring people, and improving our communities. We can have all of that. Wealth, abundance, all that you want, you can have. I really do believe that. But your road to getting there can be bumpy. And so what's going to be in your inspiration toolbox when the bumps get a little rough, okay? When the sea gets a little rough. What is it for you? What is it for you? Fill your inspiration toolbox, because guys, you're going to need it. Especially those of you who are working with me, you're going to need your inspiration toolbox, because we're going to get some work done, okay? You're going to want your inspiration toolbox completely filled. Please go be good to each other. Be good to each other. Be good to each other, and most importantly, be good to you. God bless. Ciao.